Good morning, Facebook. As promised, we are starting our Budgeting Like a Boss campaign, which will run from now until July. So for 6 months, we will be giving you tips and tricks all 6 months about budgeting. We're going to go through how to budget first of all, and then each month we will have a focus on a certain category. This is Maddie, who is with me. She is our marketing assistant. And she is highly fashionable, by the way. So she will be a great help in January for this month that we are going to be talking about fashion. But we are going to start out with today telling you the very first step. If you followed us with our 14-day challenge that we did in November, then you may be familiar with this first step. If not, then this is going to be all new to you. So take it away, Maddie.
So our first step is having an emergency fund. So you never know what can come up. It could be a job loss. It could be car repairs. It could be medical expenses, anything like that. You never know what can come up in your life that would cause you to have some kind of financial hardship. Having an emergency fund will be a backup for you to be able to pay those things and not have to resort to things that have high interest rates and stuff like that.
Yes, it is so important. This is the very first step, and the reason is because there are so many different things such as job loss. There could be a medical emergency that pops up. You could have even just smaller things like broken household appliances, or you lost or broke your cell phone. So there's some things that just in general come up and you have an emergency, and it's best to have a backup as cash in your savings. And so make sure that you are setting goals. So today what we want you to do is actually set a goal for yourself and how much you're going to save along the way through this budgeting journey that we're going to take from now until July. Also, we would like to mention some apps that are downloadable for you that are free and secure. One of those apps is called Mint, M-I-N-T, and the other one is called Every Dollar. So those are two different choices that you can, if you're going to go along with us and follow our Budgeting Like a Boss, then you can download those today and start actually entering in your budget and following along each step of the way. So I think Maddie has something else to share with us real quick.
So experts at NerdWallet, we're trying to figure out what is the best amount of money to have put back in an emergency fund. And so it's really difficult to say person to person, but they say at NerdWallet that 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses is what you should have back. But if that seems too steep, it's easy to start with just $500 put back in an emergency fund.
Absolutely. And on average, most people who do not have cash in their account when emergencies pop up, what they tend to do is use a credit card, or they go and get a personal loan. So on average, these credit card interest rates are going to be, if you have excellent credit, the national average right now is 14.19%. If you have good credit, the national average right now is 19.88%. And if you have fair credit, then it can go all the way up to 22.41% or higher. So those interest rates are super steep, number one. If you are not prepared and managing your money well and have cash available, then you are going to end up using a credit card, and you are going to take a very long time to pay that off and pay even more money than what you have to.
And if you don't use a credit card, you may take out a loan, and the national average is 2% to 18% right now, depending on your credit as far as interest on a loan. So that still can get pretty steep as far as interest rates are concerned.
Absolutely. So we've gone over all the important reasons why you should take this first step and start an emergency savings fund. But now we're going to jump over and go into a little bit about fashion, since that's what we are talking about this month in January. So what do you think the best thing to start out with fashion is, Maddie?
The best thing to start out with fashion would be finding things that are cute but are affordable.
Absolutely. Where can we find those affordable things?
At consignment shops.
At consignment shops, or maybe thrift stores.
Yes, anything like that.
So it's always good to start at those type of stores, and we are going to kind of go through a list for several of our different service areas very quickly. There's always Goodwill and Salvation Army. You can always go to those stores. I have even found things with tags still on them. So people just decide that they really shouldn't have bought that maybe, and they bring it to Goodwill or Salvation Army, and it's a good find for you because you get it for $2 or $3. And it still has tags on it, so it's brand new. So those two stores are mostly in every service area that we have. In our Texarkana area, you have Plato's Closet, Uptown Cheapskate, Robin's Nest, Sassy Seconds, Two Sisters Resale Shop. If there's anyone from Texarkana that's watching right now, please leave a comment and tell us about more of those consignment shops that may be out there that we haven't listed today. In our Batesville area, there's a consignment shop that's called Begin Again. So you could start there. In our Marshall area, which will be opening up very soon, there is Hope's Closet and Upscale Consignments. In our Sulphur Springs area, there is Fox and Fig. In our Paris area, there is Back on the Rack. So those are the list. That's the list that we have for you today. However, I'm sure some of you guys know more. If there's more out there that we have missed and not listed today, please put those in the comments for us. Also, today we will be giving away a $20 gift card. So if you will like and share and comment, and we want you to comment what your goal is going to be to save from today until the end of our Budgeting Like a Boss, which ends in July. So how much money do you plan on having saved by July? What is your goal? We want you to go ahead and set that today, and then we've given you a date, a stop date, so it should be pretty easy to set that goal. And we hope that you have had a happy new year, and that I lost my words. Totally lost it. Have a great weekend.
See you guys.
See ya.